collectively, we've taken votes. The four of us think that I am.
Yeah, Mark.
Ironically, I think that Q, Sal, and Joe are more popular.
Yeah.
So it's odd.
Yeah.
I think everybody has fan favorites.
There's definitely different teams, but everybody's all team funny. We have finished principal photography on the movie. Yeah, it was really fun. We finished in June, actually my birthday, June 5th. And it was awesome. Really, really good. We worked with Funny or Die. Chris Henchy was the director, and really, really great time.
Comes out next year.
Yeah.
Is that all you guys can say about the movie, or anything you can spill about it?
Do you have specific questions?
What do we not know about the movie?
Nice. It's like,
What can you say about the
it's
movie?
mainly hidden camera. It's like, I'd say 80% hidden camera. And there's like 20% of a storyline, but the storyline's very tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah. Little narrative.
I will say there's a punishment in the movie there's a scene in the movie that is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Yeah.
More
Yeah, we
embarrassing
got
than
one.
8 seasons of Impractical Jokers.
We did actually probably some of our best surprise work in the movie.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, there was really, really 4 good surprises.
Which was difficult because we worked with a crew that we don't normally work with because of movie, TV union rules. And our crew on the TV show is very adept at keeping secrets, and they know not to say things. It's usually us that blows something. But the movie crew, we were very concerned because they don't know us, we don't know them, but they did a pretty good job. Of keeping everything on the wraps. They hit me with a wallop that I did not see coming.
Yours is probably my favorite. Actually.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So it's good. We're really happy with the way it came out.
The budget went up, and actually a lot of the budget got spent on what they call hides, which is basically where, like, when we make the TV show, it'd be basically a guy in the park with that and a fake, like, someone talking to him, and he has it under his shoulder or like on a baby stroller. But they would build these hides to hide the bigger cameras, and some of the stuff they came up with to hide these cameras was unbelievable. We showed up to set for one of the challenges.
Couldn't find the cameras?
Yeah, we were on the side of the road, so we thought we'd be able to find them. We couldn't find them.
Didn't know.
Yeah, it was really cool. We've had major blowouts over the years, but I feel like they've come and gone. We know how to deal with each other. I mean,
I've calmed down a lot.
Yeah, he's calmed down a lot. It's not really you. I mean, but he was, his best friend assaulted him in a park once. And
On the movie, I punched a couch. Broke my hand. That was good.
A good blowout. Oh, that was the biggest blowout we had so far. So that was amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing.
We're due for one of the. We're
It's like
overdue for that.
a steaming pot. Eventually it's going to pop. Then it settles
with
down
each
again.
other, literally, I would say probably 90% of the time. Yeah, so it's like sometimes we'll go months without having a break from each other, so it's like par for the course, I think.
Yeah.
But nothing unusual.
Yeah, but I think we handle it pretty well.
This is what friends do, though.
We also take turns intervening on others' behalf, so we'll be like, you got to fix that about him, and somebody will have to talk to your friend for you. It's good. It's like having multiple therapists. Like,
the only reason that I was the one with the blowout is remember we were driving to the boat scene on the movie?
Yeah.
And we spent an hour talking you down about him? Yeah. That was the reason you didn't have the blowout, because I talked you
You
down.
calmed me down, and what I did was I wound you up.
Yeah, you got me all wound up, and then I punched the couch.
But now I'm totally calm.
And now everything's fine. Yeah,
Now we're talking him down about me?
we don't want to get into it. So
I don't even remember what it's about at this point. I think you slighted me in some way.
No.
And I used to take slights very seriously.
But that, I mean, if we're gonna keep count, don't worry about it. You're still in last place. Well, second to last.
But this is what friends do.
Yeah, nothing unusual. We're actually, I would say, given our experiences and the length of time, like I think we're better at it than anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like we don't fight. We genuinely love each other. We genuinely enjoy spending
I
time
would
with
really
each
like to
other.
know what you had an issue with me.
Actually, I don't even remember either.
I don't remember.
I'll try and if I
They're
remember.
both lying. I do. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
What was it?
I'm not lying.
I'll tell you later.
Say it now in front of all these people.
I'm not gonna air our dirty laundry in front of this kid.
Yes. Laundry's washed.
He's not even supposed to be here. He doesn't even have anything to record with. He's sitting here.
He's got a press pass.
No, he's sitting here with a pass. He found it on the floor. It's crumbled.
He's got a Zoom 6. What is that, Zoom 6?
I will say this: at the end of the day, no matter what fights, things that we get to, go through, any one of us would probably say this. My best friends in the world, I would literally die for any one of them. So there you go.
Yeah,
For sure.
So most of the time, one of us will leave the room to use the restroom, and the other 3 guys will have an idea and conspire.
Yes.
And you walk back in the room like, shh.
He pees a lot.
Yeah. Sometimes punishment will just come up because in the beginning of the season we just sit in the room and talk about ideas, what would be terrible to do, and then we just develop it for one person. So it's like, what if you disrupted some sort of like really snooty event, and it was like, oh, let's make Sal do this, and then we developed. And Casey actually made you're here, right? Hey, Casey. Casey actually made the "Whose Phone Is Ringing" song for us.
Did you know when you wrote it and made it that I mean, hundreds of millions of people would download it? It would have more plays online than Psy's Gangnam Style.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I do. I do it all. I can see the future.
Didn't we say to you when we asked, because we don't know how to make music, we asked Casey to make the music, we said, make it like Gangnam Style as a ringtone.
No, you said
What was it?
like Who Let the Dogs
Who Let the Dogs Out? That's right.
That's
Who Let
right.
the Dogs Out? Yes.
Oh yeah, whose phone is ringing? Mine.
Yeah.
Who let the dogs out? Who? Well, we just got a lawsuit.
Now that's just like something.
So it was almost whose dog is ringing, but that didn't make any sense.
Casey comes up with a lot of ideas, and he gets credit and pay for none of them. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's really a good setup for Casey.
Yes.
What else? There was all those songs we did. There was
I'm
one.
a sensitive guy with too
Yeah,
much pride.
Yeah.
Cry on the moon.
Yeah. At this point, it's funny because you make a reference.
What's that? Pet cremation, grandparent
Yeah,
divorce.
divorce.
Called James S. Murray, of course. No, that's Casey Jones.
Casey.
And his handiwork.
Maybe in Birch.
These guys inspired me to write publish the book. I wrote a book called Awaken to Thriller 14 years ago, and we weren't on TV. I couldn't get anybody to read it, literally. And then now HarperCollins bought the trilogy, and the guys reminded me that I wrote it 2 years ago. I said, you're right, and it just came out a few weeks ago. And I'm signing copies of Awaken tomorrow from 10 to 12 here at Comic-Con.
What are you doing now?
I don't know, on the floor.
Just anywhere they're going to find you? That's you're not good at promotion.
I don't at the
Do you know where he's
HarperCollins
doing it?
booth.
Oh, there's HarperCollins?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we get. The problem isn't necessarily when we are interacting with someone, because we know we're not going to start a bit if somebody knows us. But the problem becomes like when we're in a bit with someone and we're speaking, then someone recognizes us because they see us and they come over and they try to talk to us as we're, interacting and trying to pull something off. That's the worst part of it, because they could ruin something that's going great, unbeknownst to them. They're just fans and want to say hello. So we have a team of people who just basically abduct people as they're coming in to interrupt us filming. So that's the hard
It's very
part.
Secret Service.
Yeah.
Really, because they wear like those things in their ears, and they stand around and they look like just the regular public, but they're with us. And then when they see someone like approaching us, it's like swarm. They just get that person out of there.
And we never
It's
see
really-
that person again, really.
It's very rare, honestly, because the concept of our show is that the joke's on us, not on the public. And I think people realize that we're embarrassing ourselves. So it's very, very rare, unlike a typical prank show where people get upset. And that's not the reaction we're trying to elicit anyway. But we've had a couple of bad ideas along the way. We did in season 1. We were like, what if we go into a children's park, with the gates around it, and we baby talk kids, and then baby talk the parents as well, and try to get them to baby talk back. Well, guess what? When a middle-aged man with no kids of his own wanders to a child's park acting strange, the cops get called. We learned our lesson that way. We would one day maybe we'll do an Australia episode. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Think of that.
We don't speak any other languages, so it's kind of limiting.
Okay, yeah.
We went to the UK, so everywhere else.
It was talks of Australia, India, and Amsterdam.
I like that one. That was good. The American English, they made it a little bit extra funny.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. They were so smart over there too.
Oh my
Which was
gosh.
so funny. Like when we were trying to like do our normal, just like talk around people that we could get away with sometimes, because people in New York City, especially, are just so distracted. You're able just to do that. Like they would drill down, and we just weren't getting away with anything. So that was interesting over there. Well, we've done a bunch. We did a Texas episode, New Orleans episode,
Hawaii.
Miami.
We try to push a tropical one.
Yeah, we try.
So we've done Hawaii, Miami, and a cruise.
Yeah, we might hit the Caribbean next December. Who knows?
Yeah, we keep doing that. We're like, what about a Caribbean episode? And they're like, well, you kind of did that already. But we're like, yeah, but not really.
Yeah.
San Diego's not a bad location.
Not at all.
I would love it. Love it. Have we done like extreme West Coast?
No, we should do like LA's California's
It doesn't
dual party
play
consent
different
state, that's the
enough.
problem.
You know what I mean? It's got to have a feel of its own.
Yeah.
We did Nashville. Did we do Nashville?
No.
I thought we did Nashville.
Texas.
We did Texas.
Texas,
It's got to
yeah.
feel different. So LA would be tough.
He brings up a good point.
California is a dual party consent state, so you can't shoot hidden camera the way you would in New York, which is a single party consent. Meaning both people need to know they're being filmed before you film them. That's the problem.
That's why it's like so unfunny, this state.
Yeah.
No, sure.
We just launched our new tour.
Yeah, we just got an email the other day. We're coming to California soon.
The Courageous Basketball World Comedy Tour starts in 2
Potentially, I
weeks.
think it's Anaheim potentially, and then we were just here. We were in San Jose. We'll be, I think, in Sacramento.
Sal's in San Diego tonight.
My favorite was Joe as the wrecking ball, the genie.
Yeah, that's a
punch
fun too. The
I
genie.
love that.
The genie does as you wish. Yeah, that was definitely a good one. That was a lot of fun. I think everybody had fun in that one, except my body and my neck when I caught that carpet.
That's my dad's favorite part.
Is it?
Yeah,
When I go, oh!
every time you jack your neck up, he cries laughing.
We had to cut out a couple choice words I said after that happened.
It's at this point, it's like it's actually become difficult to even remember.
Oh
everything
wait,
we've done.
you know what? Actually, though, when we filmed it, was like that was so much fun. The one where we did Nod Dog, That Ain't Me, when we dressed up as different characters and tried to fool the
that's
the
it.
person. That was one when we finished it. We were like, that was so much fun to do. That was
great.
The bit is that we hired, we had someone posing for the day as a temp, as a, I guess, receptionist
Yeah, we
of a
hired a
building. And we had people that were inside doing focus groups, and they had to exit and sign out to exit, and they would give them their envelope, pay for the day. So it was, what we did was, we would have to exit to get the $20 envelope as ourselves, and then run around the back, get dressed in a crazy outfit, and exit again to try and collect another $20 each time, and see how many times we could get into a different outfit and pass the same receptionist before they called us out and said, "What are you doing? You're the same person." So it was like it was different than anything we've ever done. We got into all these wacky costumes and stuff. We're probably gonna play that again, right?
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. That's one of the best parts of the show right now, is pushing until we all collectively come up with something that just redefines the show, evolves the show, changes the show, so it's not like a bunch of the same. Because I think we're approaching 200 episodes now. So
by the end of season 8, we'll have over 200.
if we don't do that for ourselves or for the viewer, it's not that much fun. So that was one of the things we did recently that rejuvenated all of us. Like, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the other day we shot a really simple one where we just had to get someone to call someone else by a nickname that we made up. And it's so simple and so stupid, but we would die laughing. I mean, it was just so much fun. So we're kind of still rediscovering stuff, you know. It's silly how long it's still funny.
Yeah.
I am definitely better off than I was when I started, but I mean, it's a sliding scale, I guess. But like, I still am not good with it, really. You never really become fully. I mean, in the beginning, we were talking about this the other day. I think one of the first punishments or second punishments, I had to pick up dog duty, I guess, whatever, and just tell the guy, "I got this. I'll take this one for you. Just pay it forward." And I remember I had to, but I wore a glove to pick it up. And I don't know if in this day and age of our show that would even fly.
Yeah.
I like somehow convinced them in the beginning to just let me wear a glove, but like, I don't think it really gets easier. But because I've been through so much, I think you kind of weather a storm a little bit, and you're like, all right, I come out on the other side of it. But
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too, because like in the beginning, you were a little bit more. You specifically were a little bit more like cringy, but you build up a tolerance to do this. I mean, people forget. You know, we did 200 episodes, but there's 3 bits an episode. So we've done this. Sal, what's that math?
it's a couple million.
A couple million. So it's a couple million challenges we filmed, and you just get better at it. So, I mean, you work up a little bit of a tolerance, so we have to push each other in a different way. That's why we started the whole "don't laugh" thing as like one of the goals, like try not to laugh, because that's a lot of fun too, and that's always consistent. It's always so hard to like keep your shit together.
We kind of got a feel for it now. Like in the beginning, we would go maybe 4 times each to get something funny, and as time goes by, we've cut that down to like once, twice. You know, we know we get. So
we before Jokers, we made our own sketches for years and years, and so we kind of know how to edit and things like that, and so we oversee all the posts of it, make sure it's good, and we have a great team, post team, and a team of editors.
They've been with us for a long time. Yeah.